What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we're going to be pulling some shards for this current Summon Rush event that has Titan points in it for the Demon Slayer Titan event. So we can see 200 demon points in this event, situated at 3,500 points, which is 7 sacred shards. Now, the price of this seems relatively standard. We would have liked to see it at 3,000, but 3,500 seems relatively standard. If you guys are going super deep, there's not really too much. There's one mythical book at 6,900. We do have 50 of the relic materials at roughly 10 sacred shards. I don't know if this is worth it. It's a bit of a, obviously it's a pretty big gamble. 10 sacred shards here for 50 of these pieces. It's the equivalent of placing first in some of these event tournaments that are happening right now. So you guys can kind of weigh whether it's worth it or not. 10 sacred shards versus a bunch of energy to win tournaments. At 15 sacred shards, you're looking at 750 eternal soul coins, which gives you 15 eternal essences. I think, it's kind of okay. That's a good amount. It's a good amount of essences. But yeah, 15 sacred shards is a pretty big ask. We do have a progressive event happening right now. You can kind of see here, we do have this Balor boost here. So Balor is one of the new champions, Balar the Lost. Pretty good champion. We did a quick overview yesterday on his 15x announcement. He's got an A1 shield. He's got leech on his A2. He's got increased accuracy and decreased resistance and poisons on his A3. He's basically a champion made for Chimera. He's very, very kitted out for Chimera to handle a bunch of trials. I'd be interested if I picked him up. He'd be pretty useful, I think. But he is up for grabs on this progressive event for 15x. Obviously, I won't be pulling primal shards at this point just because there's no boost for primal shards. But we will be pulling shards for the 200 points here. Now, if you guys are planning to go for the 5-star Tholin during the Titan event, you guys can only skip 250 points in the entire 2-week or 20-day duration of this event. So keep that in mind, since the Summon Rush has 200 available points for you guys. You guys can choose to skip the Summon Rush, but you guys would be pretty strapped for the back half of the event. Quickly looking at the schedule here, the back half of the event will start on Monday, and then probably the rest of the events will be revealed. Like I said, there's going to be 750 points in the back half of this event, likely consisting of one champion chase or summon style event. Probably worth 200 points or so, so that one is going to be unskippable if you skip the current Summon Rush. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of Hero's Path or Deck of Fate jammed into next week as well. So keep that all in mind when you guys are planning to skip events this week. Without further ado, let's jump into some pulls. So for this account, I'm going to be pulling 7 sacred shards. We have 56 sacred shards here as my alt account, and it's been 11 sacred shards since my last legendary. So most likely I'm probably going to pick one up here. Unfortunately, I will be using it instead of using it during a 1+1 event, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Can't time things perfectly sometimes. Also, coming back to the calendar here, I wanted to make a quick note that next Friday or the next summon event next week most likely will be 2x sacred shards. We just had 2x ancient shards, we just had 2x primal shards, and before then we had 2x void shards. So the next event most likely is going to be 2x sacred shards during what should be a champion chase, but we never know exactly what player is planning. But that is my prediction for the upcoming Summon Rush next week. Keep that all in mind when you guys are pulling shards today. All right, let's go. Without further ado, let's pull some stuff here. In terms of the epics, not really anyone that really is super helpful. I mean, Steel Skull, we could go for a +4. Could be useful in some Centrano stages. But yeah, Balor here is going to be pretty cool if we can snag him up. Progressive events for non-void legendaries are extremely poor in terms of odds. You're looking at about 5% chance of pulling the desired legendary if you pull a legendary, which is only 6% chance today. But let's go. Let's start pulling some stuff here. Going for 7. Okay, so pulling down to 49. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got legendary right away. It's Jetney the Giant. Oh my goodness, she is a giant souped up war maiden here. We got a 3-turn AoE decreased defense. She can hit pretty hard on it and ignore 20% of the target's defense, but we're looking at a supersized war maiden here. He's bringing the A1 stun, and then her A3 here's got a double hit, increased crit rate, increased crit damage. She does have a pairing bonus here with Alsgore. Super annoying in one of the Centranos waves where they're paired up together. Alsgore is a ridiculous support champion with the block damage shields. And then Jetney's bringing the pain with her ignore defense hit here. I mean, Barbarian class, it's good to have to fill out your faction guardians, but honestly, she's just, a glorified war maiden. But we break the Lego curse right away. That's like our 12th sacred shard since Lego, so reset our mercy. Let's see if we can pick up another one. That would be really, really sweet. Jetney, welcome. Welcome, welcome. She was a fusion in the past, so I already have her. Let's see what else we can get here. We got 3 more sacred shards to go. Oh, another one. Oh my goodness. And it's Truoth. I think I might have Truoth on this account. Now, Truoth here is actually going to be really good if you have him. He brings perfect veil for your entire team. Now, for hard faction wars for Dark Elves, there is a stage that requires you to have some perfect veil condition. I think it's kill some enemies while under perfect veil or something. And there's just not too many options for the Dark Elves, so Truoth really covers that really well with his A2 here. It is on a 4-turn cooldown, which is not the best. Otherwise, he has some pretty good healing in his kit with his A1 and A3 here. His passive reduces the cooldown of his Amius fusion ability, giving him more and more heals. Yeah, I mean, he can be a healer, good support champion, but the thing that makes him special for this faction is this perfect veil here. So, all right, we got 2 Legos today. Let's see what else we can get here. We still got 2 more sacred shards. Let's see. Pulling for 7, 3,500 points just for the Titan points. And that's going to be it for this account. We get 2 Legos, Mercy back at 2. Total stack left. We got 49 sacred shards left, so we're all good. And then we got all the Titan points here, which is the most important stuff. I think we'll be okay for getting the 5-star soul on both accounts. So it shouldn't be too bad. If you guys were passing on the 5-star soul, you guys can definitely skip a bunch of these summon events. Wait and pick your event that you want to participate in, of course, and then just settle for like the 3-star or even the 1-star is perfectly fine. Anyways, let's jump on the main account and we'll do some more pulls over there as well. All right, we are on the main account here. We're working our way towards the 5-star soul for Tholin. And we got this summon rush in the way, so we got to pull 7 sacred shards to pick up the points here. So that we don't have to fully rely on clearing everything for next week. Same situation here. We'll be pulling 7 sacred shards here with Balor here slotted for the progressive event. Like I said, he'll be pretty cool to have, especially for Chimera. This account, we have 22 sacred shards pulling down to 15. And overall mercy on this account, we start at 12 since our last legendary. So hopefully we can pull one here. If not, then hopefully a 1+1 happens literally tomorrow or the next couple of days, and then we can take advantage of it. But if not, hopefully, I mean, come on. Hopefully we get it. Hopefully we get it, guys. Let's go. Let's go. So we got 7 to go, pulling down to 15. Let's see what we get. Nope, nothing on this one. Hopefully we get it sooner than later, and then we can start building back up. Epic, nothing. Balor would be really nice. I'm just going to say Balor would be really, really nice. Nope. Karam, no thank you. Looking for +4 above epics. That would be okay too. Nope, I don't use Annex anywhere. You can do some damage for Clan Boss, for example, but not for me. Nope. Got 2 more sacred here to go on this count. Oh, we did pick it up. Here we go. And we got Vizier. I mean, Vizier, he's got what? He's got the Veil. He's got the Veil, which could help it again in one of the Dark Elves faction wars. But I do have Truoth, I think, which, makes it a little bit easier. But Vizier would be the other option for Veil. Debuff spread. I mean, it just feels like he's kind of power crept, right? He's got a single target 4-turn hit here on the A2. Yeah, I mean, a little bit power crept, right? His A3 is also a 4-turn cooldown. Probably needs both of these cut down to 3 turn, and then maybe we can see him be a little bit more viable, but right now he's just not going to be super useful. Let's move on. We got one more shard here. Nope, we're going to be stuck with Vizier. Vizier came at 18 Sacred Shards since our last legendary. I mean, that's a little bit painful, I think, but it is what it is. Not too outrageous or anything like that. We definitely seen worse. Let's see, Vizier. How many Viziers we got? Yeah, we got 2 Viziers already. So technically, what can we do here? We could like +2 our Ray, right? We can +2 our Ray here. Like there's Vizier. That would be. I mean, I don't have any. I don't even think my Ray is built. To be honest, let's see. Yeah, my Ray is not built. I mean, she is kind of built, but she could be +2 if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do that if I get stuck on some content and I start using her, or I pull a nice soul for her, for example. And we got the Titan points here for this event, so that's all good. And I think for this account, we are pretty up to date, I think. Just want to double check. So we are at 670 points. 670. Don't collect your souls yet until you absolutely have to, just because you never know if there's going to be a soul chase again. I think we had one not too long ago, so we're most likely not going to get one, but you never know. All right, so we're at 670. I'm missing 70 here from the divers. We'll pick that up over the next 2 days. And then we got the enhancement here. This one's only worth 60. So that's 130. So total 800 so far. And then we have this training event. So 880 here. Yeah, a lot of work to do. 930 with the 50 here. Still got to finish off this spider event. I'm just doing dungeon level 10, not even hard 10. So I'm just doing 10 with food, just doing it as quickly as possible. And then this conquest I have to start doing today as well. These 2 dungeons happening at the same time with the same end is kind of nasty, to be honest. It's a pretty big energy sink. You're going to have to using gems for this, just for Titan points and all that. Not the most friendly, that's for sure. Definitely a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Best of luck on your pulls today if you guys are pulling for this summon rush and this Titan points. Like I said, you're most likely seeing 2x Sacred Shards next week against another summon event, maybe even 2 summoning events in the form of a Hero's Path or a Deck of Fate in the early half of the week instead of the back half. But keep that all in mind when you guys are pulling today. And keep that in mind when you guys are going for 5-star soul. You guys can only skip 250 points. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate your time as always. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next video.